everyone, Josh Martinez here with TradersAgency.com and welcome to this week's idea. Today's date is August the 9th, 2021. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Behind me is the popular NASDAQ 100 on a 1 hour time frame. Remember, with an E-mini contract, every tick is worth $5, and with a micro contract, every tick is worth about 50 cents. We have a 1,000 tick trading opportunity if we can get our setup. Now, with a E-mini contract, that's worth 5,000 US dollars in potential returns, and with a micro contract, it's worth about 500 US dollars in potential returns. So before we dig into it, let's go ahead and talk about the overall concept. So at the end of the day, markets, they're pretty basic. You know, they make higher highs and higher lows on the way up, they make lower lows and lower highs on the way down, or they create these consolidation ranges. And the overall job of what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the angle that pushes the market up so we can buy low, profit high, buy low, profit high. Find the angle that pushes it down, sell high, profit low, sell high, profit low, or find the channel and then we can buy, sell, and so on and so forth. So right now, what we have with NASDAQ is we have an up channel. And we have two parallel lines at an angle. And what these parallel lines do is they will help us determine the area where the market is making these U-turns. Okay? And so traditionally what we want to do is we want to look to buy low and profit high. Now, for me, when I see something like this, I always like to trade in the direction of the trend. And so I like to buy low, take profit, and then stay out of the market and wait. Wait for the low price, buy low, take profit, and then wait. Some people will sell against the trend. I find that to be very challenging, very difficult. I know this looks really perfect in this example, but in real life trading, it's not as perfect as this. And so when you get to a scenario like this, there's really going to be two options. And here's the reason why I like to trade with the trend and not against the trend. So when the market, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, when it gets to the top, there's really two choices. Choice number one, the market breaks out. If the market does break out, traditionally the past resistance or previous highs become future lows. So when the market does what's called a retest, because my firm belief of the marketplace is the market's U-turn at, on, and or around the same price points, future high, past high, future low, that's a buying opportunity, market should rally, right? The other scenario is the market falls back down to support, pattern continues, and then we look to buy here and take the rally towards the north there, right? So there's always going to be two scenarios. And the reason why I don't like to trade against the trend, simply put, is I frankly just don't know if once we get to this level, if it's going to retrace or rally. But what I do know is if it can fall back down to support, we have a buying trade, or if it breaks above and tests, we have a buying trade there. So let's bring it to the live market. So here's the live market. Here's that channel. When the market touches the bottom level, the market rallies. Touches the top level, market falls. You can see support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. Right now, we just hit the top blue level. So if you're going to follow the pattern, the market should, in theory, fall right back down. And if or when the market falls down, instead of guessing the U-turn, we want to trade the U-turn. So bringing in like a counter trend line break, candlestick formation, utilizing your favorite entry strategy, you're starting it right here on confirmation the buyer's taking control. There's about 1,000 ticks on the way up. And that's worth about 5,000 US dollars the E-mini contract, or worth about 500 US dollars the micro. Stops can go below the previous low. So we're going to be looking to buy low, have a stop even lower, and then ideally profit high. Now, if we get a buying entry at the bottom of the channel, we just want to make sure we limit out just before the top of the channel, not so much on the channel, the top of the channel. Why? Sometimes the market doesn't make it all the way up. You can kind of see here, it rallies, and it's just shy, and then it falls, okay? Here's the long, this one actually touches it, so it touches it and then falls, but this one doesn't. Here's the U-turn, just shy, and it falls. We never really know if the market's going to touch the top blue level or just come just shy of it and then fall. So because of that, we take a little bit more of a conservative approach. When we look to buy the low price, if we can get it, if we get the U-turn, we're going to look to limit out just before the top blue level, and that's the biggest reason why. If by chance the market does break above the channel, that means ultimately the structure is broken. And what we're going to look to do is we're going to notice that, hey, market's U-turn at this blue level. So U-turn, 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 U-turn. So what that means is if the market does break above it, let it form a high, let it retrace and form a low above the up channel, and then from here should also give a 1,000 tick opportunity. So right now we have on NASDAQ 100 an uptrend and a sign of an up channel. Market is making higher highs and higher lows, and we're pushing up. There's going to be two buying opportunities and at areas where we can repeat success. We have a low at the bottom of the channel or a low above the top of the channel at known levels of U-turn, which are these angles that have a history of U-turning the market. That's this week's idea. My name is Josh Martinez, and we'll see you next week. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to stay up to date to my weekly content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, tradersagency.com. If you want to be notified every time I post a video, go ahead and click on that bell down below. If you want even more information, don't forget to visit my website at tradersagency.com and subscribe to my free weekly newsletter where I send out my research on market opportunities. Thank you for the opportunity. Have a wonderful day.